Alright, hello folks. It's pretty late at night, and I'm pretty tired after having a pretty aggravating night with this printer. And normally I don't make technology videos or anything like that, but this is the Epson Workforce WF-2630. My relative got this for my birthday, and unfortunately this printer has turned out to be a lemon. I haven't used it that much since I've gotten it. Maybe I've printed 15 or 20 things on it. Mostly, maps. Well, I would say half maps and half, just documents. Whatever. Well, the black ink cartridge was low, and so I get another cartridge, and then I decide, alright, I'm going to put the new cartridge in. I need to print something, and the black ink is low. So I take the black ink out, put in the new one, go to print a map out, and this is what happens. This is what my map looks like. Stripes all over. The black ink is not printing properly. And when I go to the troubleshooter, it says, well, the ink nozzle may be clogged or whatever. I've only had this thing for what, 6 months already, and the ink nozzle is clogged already. And so I run the cleaning. Try to print again. Same problem. It's printing in stripes. So I try it again. And then I go and I try to print. And it tries to print. And it stops in the middle. And it says, your magenta ink is out. Because I've already wasted 5 pages worth of ink on defective prints. So now it's saying the magenta ink is out. And it won't print at all. And there's no way to get this thing to print at all. So I'll come back to you after you see some more of the video explaining what happened tonight. I've been working on trying to get this printer to work all night long. Alright, and here's the problem. Alright? It won't work because it keeps saying I need to replace the following cartridge, the M cartridge. So the problem is this. Alright, let's start off. I'm going to turn it off. And I go to try to print something. This is a black and white document. Alright? Black and white. Alright? And it says you need to replace M. And without the magenta cartridge, it will not print at all. So if I go and I try to print anything at all, this is a black and white document, alright? It's going to say not ready, and it's going to say details. You cannot print offline. So the printer is refusing to even go online now. And it just says, yeah, buy Epson ink. So they want me to, basically, in order to print black and white, I can't even print black and white because yeah, okay, the printer is connected, but it's not working. It's going to say, warning, you've got to replace the M cartridge. So, lift this up, and let me tell you how this all started, alright? This is how it all started, alright? Let's go here. Yeah, first of all, I gotta hit OK. Doesn't respond. Yes, I know that. No shit, Sherlock. And I'm trying to get to the main menu here. I'm just trying to get to the cartridge. Or yeah, the cartridges come out. This all started with me replacing the black cartridge. And when I started printing with this black cartridge, let me show you. this what was going on my prints. That's what they looked like. I was getting stripes, and it said, all right, clean the printhead. It said, all right, maybe you need to clean the printhead, all right? So I went into the maintenance menu here, which I probably am not going to be able to do because it won't let me do anything. Yeah, it won't even let me do anything. It just says information. Yeah, it won't even do anything. Alright. And if I hit this, it'll just say checking ink cartridge. But it's gonna keep giving me that error. It keeps saying you need to replace M. But anyway, this started after I did the printhead cleaning. It then said, it was in the middle of printing something, and then it stopped right in the middle, and it said, warning, you need to replace M. And since it stopped, I can't get it to print, and I've tried a number of things online. They said you could try to reset it. I pulled the plug out. I've done all sorts of things. I've even swapped the chips on some of the cartridges. Nothing works. There's very little help online, and it seems that the original problem that I have is still there, but now it says I need to replace. In order to get this thing to even work, it wants me to spend, because you have to get the whole color thing, $25 on new ink. $25 I do not have. Epson, I've only had this printer for maybe 6 months. My relative got it. I've hardly printed anything on it. And there's still ink in the cartridge. I can tell there's still ink there. And it's not printing. And I've been up all night trying to figure this shit out. And yeah, I'm getting nowhere. Epson, I will never get another Epson again. Alright? Epson is even worse than, I mean, I'd rather go back with Canon. At least I got 5 years out of the Canon when I had. This thing already is giving me problems. And it even has the goal, at least with the Canon, if it ran out of color ink, I could still print in black and white. This thing, if one of the inks is out, it's useless. It will not work. There's no way. They want you to spend more money on ink. So it was an aggravating night, and bottom line is I have no printer right now, and I'm not sure if I would even want to get the ink. Ink is expensive, printer ink. They make a fortune on printer ink. Literally, the printer ink probably costs them anywhere from $1 to $3 to make. Yet they charge a markup. They charge for the colorings $25. I've seen $25 to $30 to get coloring for this printer. The black ink cost I think $8 or $9. I'm on a limited income, so I can't afford to buy the ink, and I'm not gonna even risk it, knowing that this printer is defective now. I don't know how I'm gonna straighten this out. Obviously, unfortunately, my relative who helped me get this printer is away for now. Of course, this would have to happen when he's away, so I'll have to wait for him to come back before I can straighten this out. But I just want to warn everybody out there, don't buy this printer. Alright? I've hardly used it, and it's failed already. It eats ink like never before. I mean, literally, I've printed so little out on this thing, and to have it already out of ink, or saying that it's out of ink, is absolutely ridiculous. The printer I had before this was a Canon, and I got 5 years out of it. This thing I've had for 6 months, and it's already given me a problem. And don't buy this printer. It will literally rob you. You may be fooled by its low price, except my relative got it for me. But you may be fooled by its low price. But the thing is this: it is going to get you in the wallet, because it's going to eat ink like crazy. And even when you have the ink in there, it's not printing properly, and there's already something wrong with it. The printhead is clogged, and I think it's absolutely a piece of crap, this product. Alright, I cannot recommend it, and I want to make sure I'm putting this video out there because I want the people to avoid you not getting it. And luckily, we have a warranty on this, so when my relative comes back, hopefully can bring this thing back to the store where we got it. We have an extended warranty, and have this dealt with, because there's something wrong with this thing. It shouldn't run out of ink so fast, number one. And number two, it wasted ink because it kept printing out defective pages, so it wasted ink. Epson and a lot of these printer companies, especially Epson, they're in the business to rip you off on ink. And I think this kind of thing should be illegal. And they make it so you cannot, they don't make it easy to fix yourself, because the printer cartridges have chips in them. And you cannot, the chips, once the cartridge is empty, the chips will go, whatever the chips are, there's no way to beat them. The printer will know that is empty. And there's no way to refill the cartridge, and you have to use the genuine Epson cartridge, otherwise it's going to give you a problem. You know, the companies are getting vicious when it comes to trying to rip you off on ink. And I think this is a huge problem. This is just another way ripping people off. Sure, for a rich person it's not a big deal to go and drop $25 on ink. Sure, the rich people can spend loads of money on stuff, all right? But for people on limited incomes, we deserve products that work. And when we get a lemon product, you know I'm going to talk about it. So once again, this printer, the Workforce WF-2630 from Epson, is a piece of crap. Don't buy it. It looks nice. It may work nice in the beginning, but to have a problem with it this soon in its life really is despicable. And then to have it eat ink like the way it does, my God, it's ridiculous. And then it won't even let you print in black and white without the color. They're literally robbing you. They got a gun to your head saying, you know, you cannot print anything out unless you give us the money. Well, Epson, I am not giving you the money. Period. Alright? That's it for this video. Once again, folks, don't buy an Epson. Don't buy a Workforce WF-2630. And if you have any answers to figure out how to get this printer to work, that would be great. I've tried swapping the trips. I've tried looking for the button. I've tried pulling the power cord. I've done a lot of things that, you know, looking online. There's nothing to get this thing to print. I can't even print a document with this. So now I have to go to the library and print out what I needed to print out. Thanks for nothing, Epson.